Yes. Hi. Hello. Hello. Oh, thank you. I love participation. It's my favorite thing. Thank you all so much for being here this evening. Not only is this a sacred space and a very, very sacred moment, but all of you are so awesome and brave for showing up here, because I know that you knew in signing up that it wasn't going to be the easiest, most normal, everyday thing, right? So give yourselves love for that, first and foremost. In speaking about self-love, what's really most important is self-acceptance, right? Let's get into our bodies a tiny bit first and then more later. If you would, just take an inhale and lift your arms up and stretch, and then drop them and let it out. Oh. Yes. And then again, inhale, arms up, and drop them. Oh. Yes. Yes. Yes? Yes. Yes. Awesome. Inhale again, arms up. Yes? Yes. Okay, shake your shoulders a little bit. Get them moving. Get your spine activated. Move your fingers around. Your elbows. I don't know how to move my elbows specifically, but I can move my shoulders, which looks like I'm moving my elbows. So I want to talk a little bit about, and I love your participation in all of this, please. I'd love to talk a little bit about the things that you believe hold us back, right? Like, what is it? What is it? Is it feelings? Is it thoughts? Is it inattention to detail? Is it what we think other people are feeling about what we think and what we have thought in the past? What do you think it is?
I think it's a lot of societal pressure that has suppressed our inner medicine, being an individual.
Yeah.
And wanting, society wanting us to be sort of conformity of, a mass appeal.
Yes.
So we need to embody our own medicine and our own individuality and to really share that.
Yeah. Yes. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. For those of you who have experienced it, if it's not you, you don't have to say yes. Don't feel pressure. Don't feel the societal pressure of the room. Just, what else? What else holds us back?
Fear.
Who said what? Yes.
Fear.
Fear, yes. Like fear of what?
Judgment.
Yeah. Yes. Yes? Anyone?
Yes.
Yes. What else?
Seeking in others what we should be seeking within ourselves.
Whew. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. What else? Anything else?
Fear of success.
Fear of success. Tell me about that.
I think there's a thing about letting yourself shine that we feel like we're not allowed or don't deserve to do something.
Yeah. All of these tie together so beautifully because, yes, societal structures, absolutely. What we think we're supposed to be doing based on what everyone else is doing. But we are society. Society is us, right? We're not just like a person who's in a society that existed before. Okay, you get what I'm saying. Society is us, so we do have that responsibility to ourselves. And then fear, right? Fear is generally associated with what? Other people or just yourself? Both. Yeah, right? And it has to do with the thoughts that we think, that we believe, and then we keep thinking them, and then we reinforce them, and then we never challenge them. Because the fear itself can make us scared to look at the negative thoughts that we're thinking consistently. Fear is so irrational, right? And then seeking in others what we have or what we need or what we want for ourselves comes from believing that we don't have the power to have it. It comes from disempowerment. Right? So somewhere along the line, we either were disempowered as a young kid because we get told stuff as kids and we don't know any better and we don't fight it and we just start to believe it. And the voices of the people we're around tend to become our inner voices as we grow up. Right? So we start to seek in others what we want in ourselves because we don't think we're powerful enough to sustain it. Which of course is not true, right? Right? Yes?
Right. Yes.
Yes. And fear of success. Do you think you would have a fear of success if you were the only person on earth? Right? Absolutely not. So much of our suffering has to do with what we think other people will think or say about us. And it makes sense, right? We grow up in families and schools and society that is consistently reacting to us as people. So as kids, before we have our own strong hold on who we are or determination to bless and keep who we are, we learn that the external world will always react to everything we do, and that if we don't keep the world happy, it won't love us.
Right.
And we are very, very rarely taught that we have to love ourselves in order for the world to even understand what's going on. We are society. We make up the people who either love ourselves or look to the world to give us praise or to appreciate us or to validate us. Yes?
Yes.
So what I would like to talk about today and get into a little bit in terms of an exercise is the reality of self-love, okay? And the reality of self-love is that you literally don't have to do anything to have self-love. You just have to stop doing the stuff that you've learned to do first, right? Self-love is natural. Do kids have self-love? Yes. Before we train it out of them for the most ridiculous reasons, yes. Do animals have self-love? They're chill. Have you ever seen a cat so happy that's just like licking its own paws, and it's not like, oh, I have a roll here, or like, oh, my fur's a weird color on this side. Like, they don't think like that, right? Nature and kids have been my greatest teachers because they come into the world unaffected. Yes?
Yes.
So let's talk about stopping doing the things that are keeping us from just feeling the natural current of self-love, because there is a huge current of self-love and balance and happiness and joy and acceptance and all of these wonderful spiritual things that is running, and it's not that we have to create it in our lives and like we think we have to create it because we've created the absence of it. But we don't have to create it. We just have to let go of the absence of it. We have to let go of the practices that we have that keep convincing us that it's not in our lives. Yes? Yes. So I would love to tune into this. And let me first warn you that, one, I tend to be relatively masculine in the way I teach, which is ironic because I sing like feminine, teach like masculine, yin yang, all that. Initially, these types of things can be really uncomfortable because what are we taught not to be? Vulnerable, right? Weak, sensitive, helpless, right? Helpless has a negative connotation when it's literally just like you can't help yourself. Like, what is wrong with that, right? We've been taught not only to look to others for approval, but to not look to others for help. So why do we look to other people for everything except the one thing we need sometimes, which is help? Why do we do that? Does anyone know? Does anyone have the answer? Why do we do this? I'm serious. Why? Does anyone know?
We don't believe in ourselves in that moment.
We don't believe in ourselves in that moment. Yeah, absolutely. Judgment, yes. Yes, what else? Doubt, yes. Fear, yes. What else?
Don't want to be vulnerable.
Don't want to be vulnerable.
Worth.
Comparison, yes. Worth, yes. Thank you. And what is it all really, right? It's just practice. It's just what we've practiced. We convince ourselves all the time that something that we've practiced means that it's real, or means that it's valid, or means that it's right, or means that we're stuck in that place. Right? So initially, I do want to let you know that self-love will possibly feel terrible. I'm totally serious. If you're not used to it, it's going to feel weird. It's seriously, it's logical, right? So what I want you to do is put your hand on your heart and take a deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale. One more. Inhale. We're going to go around the circle, and I want you to think about one thing that you really do like about yourself. It could be anything. It could be anything. And we're just going to say it. That's it. And we're going to go around the circle, and I want it to be as quick as possible. Deal? Yes?
Deal.
Yes?
Yes.
No? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? Yes. All right.
Yes.
Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. I am intelligent.
I am bubbly.
Let's go around.
I am grateful.
I am self-disciplined.
I'm everything.
I'm funny.
I'm crazy.
I'm joy.
I'm creative.
Mm. Mm.
I'm a dreamer.
I'm a seeker.
I'm in love.
I am compassionate.
I'm a mover.
I'm adventurous.
I am giving.
I'm courageous.
I'm generous.
I am kind.
I like to share with confidence.
I do things even when I'm afraid of them. I'm inspired.
I'm independent.
I am vulnerable.
Creative. I laugh at myself.
I give it my all when I really care. They have no hope.
I live the life I love, and I love the life I live.
I am sensitive.
I am love. I am hardworking. I am creative. I am abundant. I am beautiful. I am peaceful.
Yes.
I am life.
I am forgiving.
Mm.
I'm fearless.
I am fiercely delightful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm open-minded.
Beautiful.
I'm surrounded in beauty.
I am a seeker. I'm inspiring.
Mm.
I'm God itself. And God is spirit.
I'm willing to go deep. I'm whole.
I shine.
I'm vulnerable.
I am white and dirt. I already am whole and complete.
I'm courageous. Beautiful. Beautiful. How does that feel? Normal? Right? Tell me if you say yes, if you felt the moment before and the moment after that have to do with the fear of acknowledgement and the waiting for acknowledgement. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we're all kind of waiting. We're like, oh, I really love myself, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. And I read books really fast. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. So we kind of live in this, even when we're being awesome and positive, we tend to kind of live in this space between what other people think, what they will think, and then we share ourselves, and what do they think? Does that make sense? Yes? Yes? Or no? Yes? Okay. So what I want to do is shorten those spaces, or if not, completely get rid of them. Because I think that self-love is more self-expression and saying yes to ourselves and 0% acknowledgement. Because if every single person in this circle, after everyone shared, was like, boo, I still want you to share. Yes? Yes? So in the world, when you go out into the world, you don't share yourself only with people who you know you can manipulate into a positive response. Yes? Yes. So that you are sharing yourself at all times, being yourself at all times, saying what you think, saying what you feel, being who you are, regardless of the reactions you are getting around you. Yes? Yes. Because this is a sacred place. So obviously no one here is going to be like, that one sucked, right? Because we're all conscious people and that would be ridiculous. But this is not necessarily representative of the society that we were talking about. We are a special group of people in that we all love each other automatically, even though some of us have just met, right? But I want to cultivate some tools that make it okay for you to be here and make it totally okay and safe and feel amazing for you to be out there. Yes? Yes. All right, if you would, stand up. Everyone step forward from your pillows and blankets a little bit, if you would. And check out your hands, check out your feet. Inhale, arms up. Good. 2 more. Yes. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is put your hands in your heart, and I want you to walk around this center part, and you're going to whisper to yourself the things you love about yourself, right? I'm awesome, I'm amazing, I'm super tall, so many friends. It could be literally anything. It could be about how you look, it could be how many friends you have, it doesn't matter. Don't judge it and be like, that's not spiritual enough. Just say whatever you want, however you love yourself, and we'll do that for like 1 minute, okay? So hands on your heart and just meander around and murmur to yourself the things you love about yourself. Murmur to yourself, to yourself, to yourself. Okay, everyone pause. On a scale of 1 to 10, how aware are you of the people around you while you're doing this?
Aware.
I am.
Like super, super aware would be like 10. 10. 10. Okay. Right. But how many people out of this room do you think are listening to what you're saying? 0. Right? So we're going to do it again another minute and take it up like 3 decibels. Okay? Louder. Let's go. I told you what to do. Louder! are you of other people around you?
Yeah.
Left. Right? All right. Again, 3 decibels up from that. All right, go. Does anyone have a fear of what anyone outside is going to think of you? No. Honestly, if you do,
I do. Yeah. I do.
Okay.
I do.
Good. That you're honest about it.
Yeah.
Because what this takes is practice. You've got to get your voice to that level in your own head while you're not even physically doing it in order to feel 100%. And it takes practice, because for how many years have we been told that we're not good enough, or told that we should compare ourselves to other people, or like, we've practiced, if anyone here is like 20 or over, we've been practicing for like 20, 25 to 30, 40, 50 years, one thing, right?
Yes.
So what are some ways that we can honor the divine within us, masculine and feminine, to make sure this voice is heard? Because all we're doing is saying yes to ourselves. Because we haven't. Say it out loud.
Speak out
loud. Yes. Yeah. What else? What can we do?
No second guessing.
No second. Well, how do you not second guess? Right?
You listen.
To
Yourself.
how?
Be still.
Be still.
Creating sacred space for yourself.
Creating sacred space for yourself. But guess what? Everywhere's a sacred space. Every place we go is a sacred space, whether we recognize it or not. There is not one moment that is more sacred than another moment ever. Because it's always now. Right? So we bring our temples with us. We bring our sacredness with us. Have a seat if you can, please. So find a comfortable place on your pillow or your mat or your blanket and just close your eyes and sit comfortably. You feel more alive than maybe you did 5 minutes ago, yes?
Yes.
Do you deserve to feel this way every day?
Yes.
Do you need me to feel this way?
No.
No. All right, take a deep inhale. Two more. Close your eyes, inhale. One more. Inhale. I just want you to sit with your eyes closed for a minute and think about how you can implement this sort of practice and feeling into every day. Because it took us 3 minutes, right? So while we might want to go straight from here and step out into the world and be like, I'm super empowered, and then someone says something negative about us and it throws us off and we feel like we've lost everything we've ever learned about spirituality, it takes practice. So one of the things that is almost never talked about in spiritual practice is that when you start practicing things like this, you've got to be okay with it not being 100% for a while. A practice means you're literally starting at 0 or closer to 0 than 100. So if you put something into practice and things don't seem like they're going your way, do not stop practicing. But practice when it's easy. As Americans, aren't we taught to fight things and to push against and to overcome and to fight through and fight our way to the top? Do this practice when it's easy. Do it right when you wake up, or do it before you go to sleep, or do it on a break. Do it in nature. It's your responsibility to figure out what your practice is for you. For some people, it's exercising, right? For others, it's great conversation. For others, it's writing. For some, it's walking around and saying aloud all the things you love about yourself for 3 minutes straight. It can literally be anything you want, but it is your responsibility as a member of society to get to the practice that works for you and practice it. And then when it shifts and that practice might no longer work for you, to find the next thing and to keep going. We are so distracted by the voices and the thoughts and ideas and opinions of other people that we never look our fears directly in the face and call them for what they are, which is just a lack of self-knowledge. It's so rare that we actually just sit for a minute and figure out our stories. What is the story? What is the story that you tell yourself every day? Because that's a good indication of how you're going to feel most of the time. If you live with self-doubt, find a practice that is self-empowering. If you live with needing to forgive other people, stop blaming them and stop blaming yourself. If you live with a lack of self-confidence, find a practice that is confidence building. If you live with a fear of anything, find a practice that slowly inches you toward that healthy fear and gets you to overcome it, and step out of your comfort zones for the sake of being part of the society that we all live in. There's so much beauty in the world and so many amazing feelings that we can experience under any types of circumstances that we all deserve the practice to get there, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, communally. So just keep your eyes closed. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Just meditate on what your practice feels like it is for you. Put a smile on your face. Take a deep inhale. Two more. Inhale. Thank you so much.
Thank you.